Welcome back to Miller's Construction. Have you ever heard of using Lexel as liquid flashing? On today's episode, I'm going to walk you through why we're using it and how it's going to work for us. Typically, when you think about liquid flashing, what we're talking about is sealing the bottom of a wall to a concrete footing or slab. In this case, we've got this 24 by 24 shed. The client doesn't want to pour a ton of money into this. She's got a lot of rotten siding. This is masonite with cypress or cedar. I believe they're cedar battens. So it's like a board and batten look. What we've done is we've already ripped off the bottom of the siding, and now she's got a little bit of moisture intrusion into the bottom plate. You can see we're fairly low right here, but if you come around this other side, you'll see how low we are. We're actually so low that we had to replace this specific bottom plate with a new treated plate because it was all rotted out from moisture damage. Right here, we're really close to the ground. So she's got a little bit of moisture intrusion. She asked me if there was anything that we could do to quickly, efficiently, and cost effectively help prevent that from happening again without going crazy. She's also had a little bit right in the center of this wall, a little bit of actual water rushing into the shed. She doesn't want to pour a bunch of money into this. I suggested, hey, let's rip the bottom of that siding off. Let's get rid of the rotten siding and let's replace it with a PVC board. That'll dress it up, make it look a little bit better. But then I recommended liquid flashing it, and liquid flashing is very difficult to come by in my area, so that's why we're going to use Lexel. Now, I did reach out to Sashco, the makers of Lexel, and ask them, can I use it in this application? Will it work? They got back with me and they said that it actually is somewhat of a liquid flashing itself, ready to go. No problems, they will approve it for that. They said it will work actually really, really well for that application. So my only decision is, do I use clear or white? I'm kind of on the fence right now. This morning, we're fixing to start putting this stuff on. I don't want white Lexel to show up on the bottom of our concrete slab here if the PVC trim board that we're going to install doesn't cover it, okay? However, I like the thought of using the white Lexel because then I can visually see it filling the cracks. Clear Lexel is so incredibly clear that sometimes you can put it on and you don't really see that it's filling the hole. Light will shine right through it, right? So that's kind of my thought process there. Do I use white? Do I use clear? I think I'm going to try the white, but I really need to extend it down onto the concrete slab at least a ½ inch or so to at least attempt to seal that. Now, I told her there's no guarantees. Her real issue is she needs to grade this properly. She needs to get the earth and the ground away from this slab. Whoever built this 40 years ago built it too low to begin with. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do this in a more economical way for something that's affordable. And so that's why we're going to use Lexel, and we're going to step you right through it as we apply this stuff, show you how we do it. I did bring a box of both white and clear Lexel for this project, and you can see right on the box, instantly waterproof, excellent UV resistance, and I like what it says here, sticks to difficult surfaces even when wet, and it is paintable, so that's notable right there. If you look over here, we've got Chase. He is actually trying to clean up the surface. We've done a pretty good job over here. Even though it does stick to wet surfaces, yesterday when we pulled all this dirt back, this concrete was a little moist, so we wanted to wait at least a night to let that dry out, let air hit it. So we're trying to do all that we can to promote adhesion of this stuff. So we're going to try to start with a really nice clean surface all the way around. So I'm applying a pretty good amount of Lexel. I did decide to go with white just because the clear Lexel is so doggone clear that it's difficult to see if you've actually filled the gap or not. This is working really, really well. This is the first time that I have ever used Lexel as a liquid flashing. I've used other liquid flashings before and they've been great, But man, let me tell you, this stuff really adheres well, especially in conditions like this where the foundation is so low. This is slab on grade, and in some areas it feels like it's a slab below grade. So if you've got dirty conditions, I mean, we've cleaned this up as good as we possibly could, but there's still some dirt and debris on the concrete. Man, this Lexel sticks aggressively. So if you've got a situation where you're like me, you have to special order liquid flashing. I can't just go up to my local lumber yard and get it, but I can get box after box of Lexel. This is going to be a great method for you. And it's going to adhere so well to substrates that typically would give other liquid flashings, I believe, issues. Here's another tip for you. So I'm just using a stainless steel putty knife. This is one of my really nice knives. And I always just put a piece of masking tape on it. That way when I'm done with the job, I can just peel the masking tape off and I don't even have to clean up the knife. And I'm not wasting like a plastic throwaway knife doing that as well. So we've got this section done. Might pan around here. We've went pretty far. This has taken me maybe 15 minutes to go that distance. This is only a 24 by 24 shed. If you were gonna dispense a lot of tubes of Lexel, you might wanna get an electric caulk gun, but we're not doing that many tubes. That's only my second tube, and I've went that far. If you'll come around here, we did clean this out a little bit more. So we took this broom and we're trying to broom this nice and dry. It's still just slightly damp, but once again, Lexel sticks to wet surfaces, so we're not too worried about this. We did have this drying out all night last night, and we've got this new pressure treated lumber. You know how that stuff's a little bit wet from time to time. Well, we've got our PVC boards on. Chase is actually around here finishing up the install right now, but it's looking really good. So he's putting in our Cortex screws and plugs to make the PVC look seamless. We did have to replace another piece of bottom plate right here in this corner, about 4 feet worth. But here's the thing, folks. When water comes rolling off this hill now, hopefully it's gonna hit that Lexel, that liquid flashing, and it's not gonna go up a whole lot higher. This building has been here for over 50 years, the client told me. That's with an untreated bottom plate and with masonite siding. What we've done is we've gotten the masonite up out of the ground by about 6-7 inches. Well, this is a 1x8, so about 7 1/4 plus a little gap. So probably closer to 8 inches up out of the ground. It was in the ground. So that masonite's not gonna be drawing moisture and it's not gonna be soaking into that bottom plate. So this might be a cost-effective solution for your shed if you don't want to pour a ton of money into it. Cut the bottom of the siding off, replace it with PVC, something that's rot proof and holds up really well to the elements, and then use Lexel. If you've never tried Lexel before and you would like to try it, I've got a link down below. If you're a professional, they will send you out a free care package with a sample of every product that they sell, but it's just for pros, so keep that in mind. So if you're a professional in the industry, if you're a painter, a contractor, a remodeler, doesn't matter, you can sign up. There's no gimmicks. Sashco just wants me to promote this because they want people to try their sealants. I'm a believer in them. I trust it enough to put it at the bottom plate, this critical connection. I think you should be too. I think you would be impressed. And with that, I hope this video helped you a little bit. I hope you use Lexel as liquid flashing on your next project. Sure got me out of a bind in a tough situation. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.